x. Now, how many terms do we see in this particular expression? Go ahead. You said you have 3. What are your 3 terms?
7x plus 5 minus 3y plus 2x.
Is that 3 terms? Class, do we agree? Is that 3 terms, or do we have a different answer? Table 4. What do you think? What do you think?
I think the terms are the letters, so I think it would be 1y and 2x.
Okay, so keep in mind when we're dealing with terms, we have 7x, but isn't 5 a term? Why wouldn't it be? Does it always have to have a letter? Okay, so these are some of the things that we need to have clarification on so we can become successful when we do our interim assessment next week, okay? So we have 7x, we have 5, we have 3y, we have 2x. So in this one, we actually have 4 terms. Now from here, can we do any combining? Let me just scroll it back. Take a look at that. Is there anything that we can combine? Now when we talk about terms, like terms, if I was to say 5 minus 3, can we combine those two? Hand up if you say yes, if we can combine 5 minus 2. Hand, we can't combine 5 minus 2? Let me rephrase that. Can we simplify 5 minus 2? What is 5 minus 2?
3, and then you can simplify.
3. Isn't 5 minus 2 3? So can't we combine those terms? That's the reason why the numeric, when you had said that there's not a letter, it is a term, it's just not a term that has a variable with an x or an a or what have you.
You can combine 7x with 2x.
Okay, so we can combine 7x and 2x in this particular one, correct? Now we need to keep this in mind because as we go through and we see the distributive property as we did yesterday in the quiz, we want to make sure that we are combining, we are accounting for everything that's within the parentheses. Recall that. So, order of operation. Can someone tell me the first thing in order of operation? PEMDAS, yes. So what does the P stand for?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. Now, when we deal with the parentheses, we do everything that's inside the parentheses, correct? So when we're dealing with distributive property, remember as Malachi was passing out the smart boards, he was distributing one to every single one of you guys that were in line. But did he give like U2 and U3, or was it the same amount? Same amount. So when we're dealing with distributive property, we have to keep that in mind. So let's take a look at this. Now, we have in example A, again, can we combine these terms? In A, what do you say? We can? So, if I have a 14A minus 5A, what are you going to tell me that we can make that?
5 minus 14?
It would be 8. Oh, it would give us 9.
9?
Yeah.
Anybody have a different answer? Can you say that out loud, please?
9.
Okay, so keep in mind, we can't just combine the 2 numbers and then forget about the letter because they are hand in hand, okay? So when you're restating it, we have to say 14A minus 5A gives you the 9A. How about B? We have 7y plus 8 minus 3y minus 1 plus y. Now that was a little different. How about Joseph? Give us a try.
You have to combine 7y and 3y.
Okay, so what do you get?
You get 10y.
Anybody else with a different answer? Let me hear from, can I hear from somebody else? Sinead, what do you say? We have 7y plus 8 minus 3y minus 1 plus y.
I think we would add the 8 to the 7y.
You said you would add the 8 to the 7y? I always say go with your gut. Is that what you were thinking? Okay, now let me answer this question. Do we know what y equals?
It could be any number.
So could we really combine those? Let's just say y is elephants. We have 7y, so it's 7 elephants, 7 times elephants, and then we have 8. Can we combine those two? Or is it kind of like apples and oranges? It's apples and oranges. They're both fruit, but they're different pieces of fruit. Okay? So keep in mind, and this goes for everyone, when we're dealing with addition, the addition or subtraction, we always have to combine the same terms. So we have the 7y. Now you had said that we can combine the 7y with the 3y. And you said it gives you 10y.
When you get, you have to do 1 plus y, you can do 1y.
But what about the minus?
Oh, can you do me a favor? Can you say that again?
What about the minus?
What about the minus? Are we forgetting about that? You sure? Take a look at the expression.
So we still have 3y minus 1. And then we have another y that's just minus 1.
Isn't this minus going with the 3y?
Yes.
So if we're combining it, isn't this the same as 7y minus 3y?
Yes.
Okay, please, guys, when you are doing this and when you're taking your assessment, do not get confused just because we have all of that there. That minus right there is critical, okay? Now, what you'll find when you have multiple choice, they might have an option that says, okay, guess 10y, thinking that you're not going to factor in that minus goes with it, just as you were able to point out. But also, don't we have a y right here?
Yeah, but it can be any number.
So, but how many y's do we have?
We have
Remember, do we have 2 y's?
So we have
1 but so
We have 3 y's? Remember, if I have 7y, how many y's is that? And I'm going to do this on the board just like I did the other day. If I have 7y, isn't this the same as y, y, y? How many y's do I have? So, can I say I have 7 y's? Right? Now, right here, we have minus 3y.
we take away 3.
1, 2, 3. So how many y's do we have now?
4.
But then we have that last y.
it's 5y.
Very good. Very good. So keep that in mind. And that's one of the components when we deal with the distributive property, when we're dealing with multiplication with parentheses. Okay? That's the same thought process that we need to have. Now, we're not finished. Now we have 8 and a minus 1. So what is that going to be?
7.
7. So we have to identify the like terms in the first one, which we did. Combine the coefficients. Isn't this what we just said? Now, in your groups, take a look at C and D, and I'm gonna call on somebody to present the answer to the class. So I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to come up with these two for C and D. Go.
We have to know what kind of
Go ahead. What do you think? What's that?
But there's only a Q. I put the minus a Q and Q.
Well, what would Q represent?
Exactly.
Q can represent any number, so what would the number be?
Or what?
Any number, so we don't have any.
Minus. So how many Q's do we have now?
Any number.
So
Any number. What number are we gonna call? What number is gonna be cubed and what number is gonna be cubed?
we need more time, class?
Yeah.
Okay, keep grappling with it.
Well, he's saying that it's four, but what number would the other two represent?
Well, it could represent any number, so we just have to figure out what number it could be.
I guess the question that we need to ask ourselves is, how many cubes do we have? Remember, just like I had up on the board?
4 cubes.
And then what did I do?
Calculate 4 cubes.
So, how many cubes did I know?
Yeah.
Minus
If you have 4 cubes, and then I'm taking 1 cube. Yeah. Hey guys, take that same thought process and take a look at D, okay? Yes.
So we should do what? Okay, so 5C minus
Because the same thing that you can do is you got 5 cubes.
yes, it is.
And then how many are you taking away?
It's subtracted.
And then how many are you taking away again? So how many is it?
5, 6, 8.
So anything you
Look at that extra.
No. Hold up.
And then you have